So I recently watched the new Superman movie, and I think it's a good movie, but there was an issue I just couldn't get out of my head. It's Ultraman. This fella is basically a walking plot hole, especially with his involvement with Lex Luthor. You see, Lex wanted to kill Superman because he's extremely envious and jealous of Superman's power and the way that Superman is also treated by the public. But he can't just go out and execute this guy, he'll be seen as a villain. Superman has done nothing wrong, and not to mention Lex isn't strong enough to do it himself. He can't even grow hair. So he makes a team consisting of a knockoff Generator Rex, a bunch of goons, not like that, and Ultraman. At the start of the movie, it's shown that Ultraman just has them hands, and he's letting them loose. Loose enough to be the first person to ever beat up Superman, in this universe at least. So it's safe to say that Ultraman's strong enough to fight Superman by himself and win. But in the final fight between Superman and Ultraman, it's shown that Ultraman is a clone of Superman himself. And here's the kicker. They needed Superman's DNA to make Ultraman. Obviously, they needed, obviously, but not just a single piece of hair. So, here's the problem. Why is there only one Ultraman? It's totally obvious that just one Ultraman will challenge Superman and beat him. So why is there just one? He could obviously make more Ultraman, surely. And he was even allowed to kill Superman at this point, so he might as well go all out. And I don't think Lex Luthor's relationship with Superman is similar to Joker and Batman's, where Joker needs Batman to be alive to have a will to live or something like that. But if they kissed, they probably would make up. So now he's allowed to kill Superman. But even before he was allowed to, he could have prepped and made more Ultramen by using the original Ultraman, also known as the Bolivian Hammer, to farm DNA off of Superman. Surely there's some good reason why they couldn't make more Ultramen, right? Well, if you see, it takes a lot of people to actually take control of Ultraman. You have to have all the cameras, all the staff, all of this business. And only Lex can take control of Ultraman to make sure that the staff don't take control of him and run their own schemes, like send an Ultraman to go get some groceries or something, I don't know. But this is an easy fix. Instead of having Lex run around like he's looking for adoption papers, they would just set up multiple monitors and set him up like a security guard. Also, he could have a mic and give the clones names like 7 or 12, so it'd be like, 12 do AB, or 12 do A3, 12 kiss Superman passionately. Another reason I've heard is that it could be too time consuming, which is silly. This guy has studied Superman ever since he's got here. Lex has the time and the money. But the real reason I believe he wouldn't be able to use multiple Ultramen is simply because he hasn't got enough of Superman's DNA. Wait, but you said earlier that he could just farm Superman. Yes, I did say that. Well done, you're paying attention. But that is going to be time consuming. By the way, I'm not saying he doesn't have the time. I'm just saying he hasn't spent the time that it takes to have more than one clone yet. So what about farming the clones? Well, that wouldn't work because the clone came out very dumb after farming just Superman's pure DNA. So if you farm the dumb DNA, they're just going to get dumber and dumber and dumber. They're just going to be dumber than, me, I guess, because I haven't really got I got no jokes. But yes, Lex should be able to make the clones. Maybe he only had one now because he just about had enough blood to make a clone. But if they don't have more clones in the next movie, what the heck, dude? They didn't take away his technology or anything like that, so it would make complete sense to see it in the later movies. Unless he thinks of something way better. Alright, see ya.